Okay, so we've wound our coils, but we need to stretch them before we put them in a loop. And going by this diagram, they've got it in millimeters. They said that, so this 160 circle wind should end up being, it says 339 millimeters, which is 340 millimeters, which is 34 centimeters. Does that make sense? So I've marked off the 34 centimeters here on the placemat. And that's a measurement from the shorter one. Okay, so this is the longer coil. So it's pretty tough. I grab it with some leather gloves because it ain't easy. So I'm starting off with it this long. I'll put it here. What is that in inches? Because everything's been... Okay, so it's about 11 inches. And what we're going to end up with is about 13 and a half inches. Okay, so we'll do that in inches. So I'm going to grab it, and it doesn't pull easy, and then it bounces back. So I've got my little mark right there. Pull it. There we go. And then see how we did there. Actually, it's a little bit longer, but what I'm seeing is I've got a lot of pull here and not much pull here. So I'm going to kind of push some of that back together. And then make sure I also pull some of this end here. Because apparently you want a little bit of spread between the wires so that that GANS material can really get in there. Okay, so let's see how we did. Yeah, that's about right. And then the same thing with the wider coil. It's starting off like after it's tightly wound was about 11 inches, and then we want it to come up to about 13 and a half. So grab and oh, this one comes easier than that smaller one. Okay, and you kind of pull it out and in until you kind of get a uniform spreading there. Kind of push some of those back. There we go. Then we're ready to put one inside the other. So I'm going to put that one. Oh, we didn't. It'll probably go through all right, huh? Then turn that little edge around. Oh, there it goes. Put that all the way through. Good. And then this one is going to go back through itself. So this is the long one that I just pushed through from the narrow inside coil, and I'm going to run that back through itself. Can you see where that is there? There's that opening. Stay out there, buddy. There we go. I run that back through itself. Sometimes I turn that tip and then crimp it down. See, I think it goes okay. Keep running it through, round and round and round and round and round. See if it's going to go through okay without turning the end. Probably should have. See how these ends are turned over? The other one turned the end over and crimped it so it wouldn't get stuck going through. So let me see if I can get this past where it's stuck, and if not, then I'm going to have to back it out and redo that. You had it through there that way. Mm-hmm. You did. But then, and then the coil wasn't pulled. That's one reason. Okay. Oh, there he is. Look, he popped back out. Mm-hmm. There he is. So then I'm going to snug it up a little bit. The pictures show it having a little gap there. I don't know how much. Maybe about 3/4 of an inch or something. And voila. There we go. That one is done, and then he's got a little friend that goes right inside of him. And now it's time to go off to the caustic bath. Okay.